Yes, guys, what's going on? Manchester United 1, Everton 1. We're outside Old Trafford. I'm here with the boys. Finley, we'll start with you. What did you make of that today?
I'm just disappointed because, again, it's like someone's come and offered us a chance to be top 4 by Christmas, and we've thrown it away again against another
Do you think we have thrown it away, or do you think this will keep rearing its ugly?
We've thrown it away for Christmas now, because I don't think we can actually get above Chelsea now, because they'll be, even if they lose next week, we'll still be 1 point short. But it's just annoying how many chances we get to progress in the table and we just throw it away against Everton. Are shocking, absolutely shocking. Like, they weren't even good today. Did they even have a shot on target? We scored the goal for them.
Yeah.
Then we made it hard for ourselves. Then we scored. We carried it. We started overplaying in the final third. When you just think, why don't you not just shoot? Tess Pickford, who's a poor keeper. You see Greenwood's shot. Greenwood's shot. It was a good finish, but he's not got any power behind that. It just rolls in, and it's just like, you've got a keeper like that, you've got a defence like that in front of him, and you don't get at him properly, and it's just annoying. Like, when we could easily be, we could be 2 points off top 4 now, like in a good mood. But
do you think it was down to the players today, or the way we were set up?
I don't know. The players, like,
yeah, our chances. We could have been 1-0 up after a minute.
Exactly, that's the thing. But then you've got to look at the players. It's like, why are your heads dropping when you've not taken them chances? Like, you're getting the chances. If anything, that should give you more confidence. You feel like you can break down, because literally one pass from Scott McTominay to Dan James, what's that, a 30-40 yard pass, and he's through on goal. Like, it's easy to break him down, but our heads just drop when we don't get the chances, like when we don't take him. And
do you think it's a frailty with the team, or do you think it is something we've got to give it time to build up and click and to get that consistency, or do you think this is a frailty? Because like you said, every time we seem to get that chance, or you think it's clicked, we take a step back again.
I don't know. When all his job's on the line, they want it. Like, and it always happens against a big team. He's always on the job's on the line. You think, if he loses this against a big team now, we've done it. Then guess what? We go and beat him. We go and batter him. Like, we battered City for half an hour, and then we turn up here, and it's like they don't care anymore. Like, it's not as important to them as the derby, so they just think, right, we'll step off. We've just gone and beat City. We've beat Tottenham. We've battered AZ Alkmaar. We can batter these easy, and then it's just get complacent again. But it can be a bit of a frailty, because they need to have the mindset to attack every game like they did the City game. If you play like that for half an hour, we're 5-0 up in half an hour, we can sit down then and chill out for the rest of the game and not have to worry about it. But we just make it hard for ourselves in games like this.
What did you make of the front three today?
I thought against a team like Everton, it don't really suit them, does it? Like, it's like what Stephen said before, when we're playing the big teams and we can use our frightening pacing behind them, it's much better for us. But like, I don't think they were that amazing, that good today. I just thought they were average.
Well, do you think it's because when teams sit back, find it harder to break? Not that Everton sat back all game, because they didn't, but it felt like they were happy to let us play in front of them. Yeah,
because they know that we can only go down the sides when they sit back, and we're never going to be able to get in behind them. I think we got in behind them twice from 2 McTominay passes to Dan.
They were world-class passes, and then the next time he'd go to pull them off, and it was just awful.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We can't get in behind teams like Villa, Everton, teams who are willing to sit back. As soon as they went 1-0 up, you knew what they were going to do. You knew they were going to sit back and defend their lead. But the front three, inconsistency again.
Is there anything you would have changed about the lineup?
No, that's the thing. I couldn't have argued with the lineup, and everyone's saying, well, you've got to set up different against a team like Everton, but it's hard. Like, if we start Pereira on the right, fans would be losing their minds, wouldn't they? That's where it comes down to the squad depth and signings. That game right there shows we need to make signings in January.
Yeah, it is our best lineup. I don't see how people can complain about it. I know it's different for each team, but that team is our best lineup at the moment. What we've got, like, forget Pogba because he's injured, but.
You mentioned Pogba. I remember when where was it, Norwich, and someone come out like, we don't need Pogba no more. Is this the games where we miss him?
Yeah. I never said we didn't need Pogba, by the way.
No, you didn't. No,
guy, but we need Pogba in games like this. He can, when Scott McTominay fails them passes, Pogba would make them passes 9 times out of 10. He brings something different. He can do everything really. He gets back, he can go forward, he can run that midfield. Like, that was a shocking midfield that they put on today. Mason Holgate,
Tom Davies and Iwobi.
That's shocking. That, and you have to think if Pogba's in there, he would show the class and he'll bring the other players into the game more. And I think he would massively improve that game today.
It's like what you said with that number. Our number 10s are garbage, aren't they? If we've got a number 10 in there, Lingard's not good enough to carry the ball and play them little
He's
passes.
great when a City away or something like that, but
Counter. But if you want a player to pick a defence apart, you've got to look at someone like Bruno Fernandes who can actually find them passes. Lingard's not going to do that. And I know he brought Juan Mata on, who's that kind of player, but we know Juan Mata's not good enough anymore. We know he's a great professional. Yeah, he's not exactly. So that's why it comes down to the squad depth and making them signings in January. Even if, say, we brought in someone like Haaland in January, it gives us a dynamic option up front.
can be as well. It's a different.
Frees up a lot of space. Like we could have. If you're going to start him in a front three, you're going to have to take off Martial or James and leave him on the bench. But that's another option off the bench. Like, isn't a negative that we don't play them. It's a positive that we can bring someone else on. But because if you look at that bench, it's probably the worst bench I've ever seen at United in my life.
And is that why we're not going to? This is why I thought we'd win today, but I wasn't getting overexcited in terms of we're going to finish top 4 now, because I feel like we're always going to see this inconsistency.
Yeah, we did it. Who did we play? We went on a win where we haven't won away since March. Then we won 3 away.
Then we beat Norwich and
we won at home. We won 4 games in a row. Then I think we didn't win for another 3 games, and then we won again, and then we didn't win again. It's just we have a patch, and it's just at least we drew. Like you can say that's
that was a positive because we did keep going towards the end, didn't it?
And it was good to see. It was good to see Greenwood come on and get a goal. I think he should be brought into the team more. If we haven't got the number 10s, maybe try Greenwood there or something. Like change it up a bit, because I think he does need to starting now. He can do it against a lot of people. He scored 2 goals in the Prem, 7 in the season by December. That he's looking at 15 goals this season for his first ever season. It's amazing.
The thing I'm worried about though is in terms of top 4 is I think the teams around us have got a lot better squad depth than us. And they can bring on players who can change a
Do you
game.
think top 4 is unrealistic?
Yeah, it is. It is now. Because we've shown we can do it. We've shown we can play amazing, like against City, against Spurs. It's just making sure we can break down the teams like Everton.
Okay, and last question. Are we seeing progress under Ali?
Yeah, but it's slow. It's slow. And
Slow progress better than no progress.
I think we should back him, give him the money, see what signings he makes. Because these will be his signings in January. So that's what it comes down to for me. But yeah, slow progress.
Same question.
Are
we seeing progress?
Top 6 progress, yeah. Wow.
No, but are you seeing
against them?
Position in the table? Do you feel this team's getting better?
You can see with a link-up play like Martial, Rashford, James, that link-up play there, doing their merging together as a front three, and that comes over time. And I think anything's going to get better if you keeping that group of players together at the same time. But just going to have to see who we bring in January, and if we do bring in players in January, and then see if that does take us to the next level, because I think we can be too inconsistent. And if he gets a string of wins together and stop dropping points like this, then yeah, we are improving.
Cheers, man.